为什么？前不久刘鹤到美国去拜访特朗普总统，特朗普说美国不会花很大精力在5G上，我们要做6G。6G 现在叫 Beyond 5G 里面会重点研究非地面网络，我们现在重点工作就是研究非地面接入网。非地面接入网就是用 satellite 一些空气平台做网络连接，因为 5G 已经到了一个我速率、我的大连接、我的这个低时延解决了，已经发现没有特别大的这个产业用户。因为中国是一个基础设施非常非常先进的一个国家，所以我们有很多的钱去建这些网络。而对于一些“一带一路”像非洲落后的国家，它有这个需求去买你华为很多的基站吗？对不对？所以现在一个消息，5月15号，像 Elon Musk 和 Starlink 它要发这个星链的卫星，大概一次性大概在40到50颗左右。光麦前不久也发了，可能以后会有1万多颗甚至几万颗的卫星在天上在运转，而且这个趋势一旦形成之后，可能未来这个东西会一直会有。所以这种基站形式的产生，是不是会对华为传统的基站业务产生很大的冲击？可能5G 这个阶段你卖出了很多的货，到以后如果华为关注非地面接入网，这个基站体量一旦形成之后，非洲的很多国家就不会买你华为的基站，一带一路国家很多就会用很多更高性价比这些方案去做。所以华为会不会关注这个非地面接入网这块？有没有什么行动啊？我想听到你的一些解答。当然了，你可以从你的角度来。
对，就是说你的问题，其实最开始你问了一个问题，就5G会不会是华为未来几年重要的一个盈利点？这个一定会是的。然后第二个问题就是华为有没有在做一些6G 的研究？这个回答也是肯定一定是的。但如果第三个问题就是你想问华为在6G 的研究方面是不是做了一些卫星啊非地面接入？这个问题我很抱歉我回答不了，因为我的主要领域还是5G 的 marketing， 所以我对6G 的研究有哪些方面不是太清楚。这个问题很抱歉不能回答。
Excuse me, there actually is a
I have a mic.
there is a synchronized translation. If you have any problem, for the dialogue, you use your machine. There is a synchronized translation.
I consider temporary translator for
they already have a translation.
But I have a question. I might ask that in any case as I'm the mic. I'm from Stockholm, and of course you have known about Ericsson. So we are Stockholm is working pretty closely with Ericsson, the city of Stockholm, and the city of Stockholm is not. We have excellent optical fiber network. 100% of all households and companies have at least 100 megabytes per second connectivity in their houses. So we have not seen a need to implement fully in our city 5G. Discussing with Ericsson is much more on the industrial side. For instance, the latency things, for instance, in surgery, in remote surgery, medical, in mining industry. But it seems that you are much more inside the consumers, whereas in Sweden and in the Nordics, we are much more focused with 5G to industries and companies. So is it a clear difference here, or why is so much focus on consumers?
The first question is about that. Why we need 5G to do the FWA services? We don't have that. We need 5G FWA services everywhere, but somewhere they cannot afford the cable. They need to dig a hole, like this kind of things. So we just provide some FWA services in somewhere they want to purchase the 5G network. The second question is that you mean in your country, you don't care about the 5G, about the consumer that much, but Huawei is the provider to the whole world. So the consumers in Korea, in Japan, in China, and even in the US, they like EMBD services. And we believe that maybe in the future, maybe in the near future, 2 or 3 years later, we will have some new services that need a much better capability of the network. So they need 5G then. That's my, we don't have a very clear vision about the 5G use cases on the industry, on the vertical industry, but we also believe that in the future we will have something, but we don't have a very clear picture about that. So we focus on the consumer issues.
I think Jumon has should be enough.
Last two questions. Second.
Thank you. Wonderful presentation. When you create so much data, can you use it with the existing platforms, or must we quickly go to quantum computing?
Quantum computing, I think, is a little bit far from now. Yeah, I think in the near future, 5 years or 10 years around, I think the current technology based on the current infrastructure, recent update is enough. But in the future, we also believe that quantum will be useful.
Last question. Last question.
One of your slides mentioned the 5G smartphone.
Yes.
I was just wondering, what is the carrier frequency you're using?
Frequency? Mainly about C-band, 3.4G to 3.8. And we also support the different bandwidths, sub 1G, sub 3G, and the 2.6G. We support that.
So it's not 28 gigahertz.
28?
Yeah.
Actually, our chipset support 28 gigahertz, but we still looking forward to that. If there is enough requirements about the 28 gigahertz, so we can do that, but we're not sure.
So for the maximum MIMO downlink, your smartphones do they support 28 gigahertz beamforming and yeah?
For one smartphone, our highest throughput is about 1.6 Gbps, 1.6 for one user. If you have a 100 mega bandwidth. But if you use the millimeter wave spectrum, we believe we can do around 5 or 10 Gbps for one user. Of course, you need much more bandwidth to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Since the limit of time,
Thank you.
I need to conclude.